Hey guys, and welcome back. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to pick shoes if you have big feet, and also how to make your feet look smaller. Okay, if you, a lot of you suffer from big feet syndrome, like I have since I was like this big, you know that having big feet is a challenge, but with these simple tips and tricks, I'll definitely show you how to not make sure your feet don't look like big old clown feet and you're just like flipper flapping around all the place. And especially if you're dating, and if you're in a relationship, you just don't want him looking at your feet like, damn, her feet big as hell. You don't want that because that is not attractive. It's not cute. So throughout the years, I have to deal with it. Obviously, you can't shrink your feet. I mean, out of all the different remedies out there, weight loss, I mean, you would think that they would have something to shrink your feet, but they don't. So throughout the years, I have just been conscious of, okay, what shoes work and what shoes don't. A lot of the times, shoes that I really, really, really like end up not working because when I look at different angles of the shoe, I'm like, these look big and clunky. And I can't do it. I can't be caught dead in these fashion streets with the big old clunky feet. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to kind of combat that a little bit, especially because summertime is coming up and sandals are very, very tricky. But by the way, I wear a size 9, and now for some odd reason, I wear a size 9.5, which is like unbelievable because literally it happened like last year. All of us, I was trying on nines, and then all of a sudden they were not fitting. So I was like, tried on a couple 9.5s and they were like fitting kind of perfect. So I'm like, really? Really, God? You really gonna do that to me? God, really? But anyway, let's get started. So, first thing I want to talk about is sandals. Because, like I said, they are coming up now, and actually, um, they're obviously what you wear in the summertime. So, I have these pair of Steve Maddens. For some reason, I've been on like a Steve Madden trip for the past couple of days. I normally don't really rock Steve Maddens because the sizing is a little off, but lately they've been having some really cute styles, so I've picked them up for the summer. Never can have too many pairs of sandals, especially for the summer, especially different kinds. So this sandal you see here is a sandal you would traditionally, if you have big feet, want to stay away from. Sandals are very tricky because these kind of flat sandals with not a lot of height to them make your feet look big. So what you want to do normally is find shoes that have all those kind of wraps around that kind of go up your ankle, make your ankle, go up to your high ankle. That in turn makes your ankle. That in turn makes your feet look a lot smaller. Like I said, I bought these. These are really an exception, and this creates the illusion of that. So if this wasn't here, your feet would look like extremely long. But I tried these on and looked at them from a few different angles, and I was like, okay, these don't look as bad because you have this strap. So you always want to make sure that you have a strap, and these are really rare case. I think in a lot of other brands, I really wouldn't be able to get away with that. And Steve Madden runs kind of small, and Steve Madden is a very compact shoe, so they may be good if you do have big feet because I tend to find a lot of my shoes from there make me look like my feet are dramatically smaller. So that could just be the designer, but um, yeah, you want to find shoes that, especially sandals, that really come a little higher up and have, all those designs where it wraps around, or they have those designs that go up. You definitely want to find a pair of shoes like that because that makes your feet look dramatically smaller. Now, I want to get into a heel. What things you can do to make your feet look smaller in a heel. Definitely what you want to do in a heel is you want to have a higher heel. A smaller heel is always going to make your feet look dramatically longer. And this is what it is. We have to wear high heels, and that's not a bad thing because high heels are very cute. Guys love higher heels. So the higher the heel, the better. Okay, that's a super tongue twister. But the higher the heel, the better. So you just want to have a shoe like that. This is a Calvin Klein, and these look really. I wanted to bring these because these look really well with big feet. The strappy sandal, look really really good. Sometimes what shoes you kind of want to stay away from, but you really can't, is pumps. But you gotta pick and choose what designer you're gonna go because I've tried on pumps before that. Oh my god, they look so big and awkward, but they're really good for if you work like a corporate job or work wherever and you just want to slide your feet into some pumps and go with a cute pair of jeans or whatever. They look big. Now designers like Louboutin and things like that, they're going to make your feet look small. So, and that also gets into my next point is obviously the more money you spend, the more carefully crafted the shoe is, and it will not make your feet look that large. Like I said, I had a pair of Louboutins before, and I was like, damn, my feet look hella small in these. Really, really small, but that's because it's expertly crafted. What I find is that cheap designers and cheap shoes that you may want to buy, those tend to be large. I remember one time, I don't remember the brand, I'm not going to put nobody on Front Street, but I like, oh, these are kind of cute, whatever. And then, I mean, the size 9 was literally like snow boots, like terrible. So that told me what I needed to know. Cheaper shoes, they're just gonna get sloppy and big, but a nice, if you pay good money for a shoe, it'll probably end up being a lot smaller, and your foot will look very proportionate to your body and make you have an illusion that you're feet are smaller. So you want to choose shoes like these. Strappy shoes are really, 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 really good. The higher the heel, the better. And like I said, what also makes your foot look small is when you have little trinkets like this that go around your ankle, go all the way up. Things like that take the longness away from your feet because the distraction is no longer on your foot. It's more so this kind of clouds it up when you have little trinkets going on around your ankle. So those are some expert tips on how to make your feet look small if you have big feet like mine. Another thing is some, like I said before, some shoes are just not gonna work for you. You're gonna try them on and they just look big, and you just have to put it away, even though it pains you so much. But just know that there are millions of people out there who have big feet, and I wear 9, 9.5, but I'm sure that some people wear 10, 11, 12. Follow those steps and really and you'll see really the difference. Now, sandals, like I said, are trickier because they're so flat. Um, and I mean that's the nature of a sandal is for it to be flat. You know what I'm saying? Whereas sneakers have a little more depth to them. They have like a what do you call them? Like a sole, like a little cushion part, before the sneaker. So that gives some more contouring to your foot, whereas a sandal is completely flat. So the design on the sandal is really, really intricate and really, really important because that will take that will take the longness and make your foot appear smaller than what it is. So those are my tips for making your foot look a little smaller. I hope this helps. And remember that I am here with you. I have big feet too, but we are going to do something about it and make our feet look cute anyway.